It's tough to imagine, with much of the country experiencing a prolonged drought. But Australia is actually getting wetter.
The rainfall across the country, we have a big country, is a complex story. So the wet areas in the north are getting wetter, and the southern states are becoming drier, particularly in the wintertime.
The Bureau of Meteorology and CSIRO's State of the Climate report confirms that Australia's climate has warmed by almost a degree in the last century. The report says carbon dioxide is likely to be at its highest level in 2 million years, and the increase in CO2 concentrations in the last 2 years has been the biggest ever observed.
What we've been doing internationally is drilling ice cores in Greenland and in the Antarctic, and we have like little the little bubbles of air that are trapped in the ice act like little containers, so we have samples of the actual air.
Scientists say the rising CO2 is leading to increasingly dangerous bushfire conditions, with the biggest increase in extreme fire weather days seen in Australia's southeast. The report also found global sea levels have risen on average more than 20 centimetres in the past 130 years. In northern Australia, sea levels are even higher than the global average.
Relative sea levels are rising more rapidly in places like Darwin, and that means that coastal flooding events will be increasing in frequency and intensity, and there'll be a greater risk of coastal erosion.
According to the report, Australia's coastline is predicted to be lashed by fewer cyclones, but they're tipped to be even more destructive.
Now, this is something which is more uncertain, and it's an area of active research. And as a scientist, actually that's really exciting, because it's one of the key questions that the international community is working on, is just what the future is like for tropical cyclones.
Research that will help Australians living in cyclone areas prepare for a potentially stormy future. Jake Sturmer, ABC News.